Go see mama now. Hello. Sorry about that. All right, so I just wanted to talk about and address a situation that's going on, and I think that this is very, very, very important. One, for humanity, just war is not good for humanity. It's only good for the people at the top. They make money, and their children aren't the ones fighting in the war. I know that. I'll wait for it to fill up a little bit more. Um, for the first 4 minutes, we'll just kind of talk about whatever if you guys want. Well, it's filling up pretty good. How's everyone's days going? Anybody have anything that you know you guys have seen in person or on the internet or anything interesting? If it's about the Syria thing, just wait on that. That's what this video is about. So this video is gonna be about. You'll see. I just want to. So who we got here? First of all, because we have some new mods. Tabby Cats, Picture Picture, Kellyanne, we have Kelly Kibo. I didn't make Kelly Kibo a some reason I thought you were a mod too. Yeah, many are talking about Ebola, and I think that now looking back, that might have been the reason why Trump felt it would have been a situation that did require a national emergency at the border, which he seemed to have kind of lost that, but moved on to the next thing. Like even when he loses, he kind of like bows out gracefully and goes out something bigger, or finds a way to make it happen anyway in a different way. But in the courts, he lost. That's the problem. The Southern District of New York. They. It's funny, like D.C. courts. Yeah, that's federal court. That's Supreme Court. That's big time. But they don't have the power to prosecute like a regular court. Like let's say, I live in Boston. The courts here, the county courts and all that. It's a totally different thing. They have the ability to have grand juries and prosecute easier than it is to do in Washington. You got the Court of Appeals there, things like that. That's the norm in Washington. But anyways, okay, I'll just get right into it. Okay, so basically, we have intentions with Iran. They threatened that we got some intelligence from a friend, as far as another country, that Iran was planning on attacking U.S. troops, and Iran didn't exactly deny it either. But there was intelligence from one of our friends. Now, I'm not gonna say this word again, but like Israel, right? They probably tried to help us out. Israel tried to help us out at that point. By the way, everybody, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I got some great stuff coming up. You don't want to miss it. Hit that thumbs up because I want this video to get out there. This is a very important video. Hit thumbs up, please. And also, if you really like what I do, I don't have it in the description on this one because I'm going on the cell phone. But if you look at my other videos, you'll see a PayPal link. If anyone wants to help support, only because I'm starting to have some bigger ideas for this channel. But anyway, so what we're gonna talk about is basically what happened when we sent our fleet over. It was based on information from a friend. Now that friend was most likely Israel. All right. So and also feel free to share this video, whatever it takes to get it out there. All right. But usually thumbs up, those things help. But then again, if you're like me, I wait to see if I like the video before I hit thumbs up. So if you want to do that too, that's fine. Anyway, so who helped us out? Who do you guys think told us Iran is actually gonna attack you guys? They're planning to attack you guys. Now there might have been some talk of it, but I don't think they were actually gonna attack the U.S. troops. That makes no sense. They don't want it. I mean, you can tell as soon as we sent over the carrier fleet, they were like, But when the carrier fleet was first on its way, if you remember, people were really worried because two tankers were sabotaged. There was a pipeline that was sabotaged. A Saudi, and they were all Saudi. All right, Saudi. We're doing big arms deals with them. That's our allies. We'd have to protect them as if it was one of our own ships. Especially when you have like a big deal going down like that, worth billions of dollars. We're gonna, real like not there any ally. We're gonna have their back, but especially when we have a deal in the making like that. Now, who do you think told us that? I just want to see in the chat. Who do you guys think told us that? What country's intelligence agency told us that? I don't see it. Well, I thought like a bunch of people would have already said it. Which country do you guys think? Give us a heads up on that. On the fact that Iran might be conspiring to attack us. Okay, so if everyone just looks at what Kellyanne wrote, all right, my faithful Kelly, my number one. Well, 1A with West Virginia. So, well, by the way, those are the two main mods. They get final say on things. Anyways, so okay, that happens. So they all of a sudden now we're sending a carrier group over there. Okay, well, we're putting some of our sailors in danger now. But who benefits? That same place that she said. It begins with I, not Iraq, not Iran, begins with an I. Now, normally I don't care, I just say the word, but for some reason, there's only one group that you can't really do that with, or the video really will get taken down. By the way, I got a strike. Somebody actually supposedly said that I used their, like one of their videos. I think it was. I'll talk about it in another video. But anyways, so yeah, I'm getting strikes and stuff. So, but I don't care. I'm still gonna speak freely. But on this one, I need to be careful. I mean, I'd be stupid. So I think you guys know who I'm talking about. So, while the carrier strike group was on the way there, and our intelligence agencies are monitoring the system very closely, all of a sudden Iran ended up proving that they didn't want any. Once they saw what we had on our way, like we could have taken them out, and they knew that, taken them out, and they knew that. Now it wouldn't have been without a fight, especially with their allies, but we could have taken them out. We could, Navy SEALs go in, kill their leader. Who knows? So, basically once all of a sudden in the Strait of Hormuz, all of a sudden these Saudi tankers are getting sabotaged, right? Almost like and the story was Iran, like had some, I guess like their version of the CIA, something like that, sabotage those ships. Now, how does that benefit Iran when you have a carrier strike group from the USA on the way? So then we get that intel. Then it happens a second time. Then they actually attack some type of like pipeline. Now, do you think Iran would be doing all that? It just doesn't make sense. That's like that's like just like if you're in a war with a giant and you just take a little needle and do little pricks just to piss him off, and it's not even on him; it's on his friend. So you know, I was skeptical right from the beginning. I was like, we're being fed intelligence by people who will benefit if we come over and establish ourselves. And then they will be the lone power. Not Iran, but, our friends. Friends. Um, Now, today, if you guys haven't heard, Syria, you guys need to look it up. Supposedly, some weapons were used. In Syria, there is one town, and I respect this town. They have held out. I mean, the old, you know, Assad has a firm grasp of Syria. Yet, Idlib, the city of Idlib, city town, but I think it's city Idlib, they have held strong. They are the one stronghold for the resistance, and they have not given an inch. Well, what happens in Idlib? They start now Idlib. It's not like there's like a like this bunch of soldiers there. No, they're regular people. It's like me and you. It's like if we all lived in, I don't know, not a huge city, but a small city. I don't know. Let's just say Boston. We all lived in Boston. It's like the Boston Tea Party. We won't give up, right? But we got no. We don't have an army, but we're not giving in to this new ruthless leader. Well, guess what? They start. First of all, they're killing them. They're doing whatever they can, and then they start bombing hospitals. But not just bombing the hospital, but with unconventional weapons, if you know what I mean. I gotta be careful about that too. The type of weapons that are banned, the type of weapons that made us bomb them 2 years ago. So, so not only does Iran provoke us with a strike group on the way, but now with the strike groups there, you're trying to tell me that all of a sudden they decide to start using unconventional weapons on the one little town that city that is still holding out. Um, and we got intelligence of that, and I am sure that we will respond in one way or the other. We will respond in some way. I'm sorry that it's dark, by the way. Let me see if I can get more light. Sorry. How's that? Okay. So now, so think about it. Are we Does that make any sense? If you were the enemy, I mean, it's easy as Americans to just think like, oh, these people don't know how to wage war. They don't understand. No, these people have been at war for 50 years. Their fathers, their grandfathers fought in the Iran and Iraq war. Their fathers fought the Americans. They're fighting right now. The sons. So, oh, that glare. Okay, so I'm just gonna go like this. Sorry, guys. Okay, so what do you guys think? I mean, it's being reported as 100% fact. Like, that's just exactly what's going on. It's just, I don't see the motive. I'm trying to look at chat. Can anyone think of well, money, but money for who? Are you guys basically just agreeing with my premise? Yeah. I'm just saying, let's say that wasn't true. What would be their reason for doing it? What would be the reason for Iran doing that to the Saudi tankers, sabotaging them like that, and the pipelines? I mean, if they ever shut the Strait of Hormuz, they know that right then there'd be war. So they didn't do that. They threatened to, but they didn't do it. I think one day they will, and there will be a war. But instead they just kind of like little things, sabotaging these ships. Although it's big things because you're messing with the Saudis' oil supply, and there are allies, and They need the Strait of Hormuz as well, and they have a lot of allies in that region. And it's funny because the Bible said all these exact countries will be on either side. Now, but it seems like there's, you know, so does it make sense that they would sabotage these ships with a carrier group on the way? That's what I'm asking. That, and does it make sense that they would use unconventional weapons in Idlib against citizens, against regular people? Would they, is it buffering? No, the question I'm asking is if you were, if, for the Iranians, for the people of Syria, for Assad, after what happened last time he used one of these weapons like this, does it make sense for him to use one of these weapons again? Especially with all these troops being deployed there already. Does it make sense for him to do that? Yes or no? Yep, biochemical. Yep. I want to figure out a way that I can like pull up the story while I'm on live. You know what? I might actually make like a part two on the laptop. That way I can like show you guys the story, but from different angles. We'll look at one like Al Jazeera, like how they look at it. We'll look at one like CNN, how they look at it. We'll look at one like Fox News, how they look at it. But it's a major event. I mean, they already did it once, and our warning was bombing them. What happens the second time? And on top of that, we're getting all these reports that Iran is doing all this, so we send this task group. Then Iran is sabotaging ships. Now, all of a sudden, Syria decides, hey, Idlib has been holding out this whole time, anyways, and they decide to do it now when we're sending all these troops over and the carrier strike group, which is really like, that's the real threat. That's when they decide to do it. Or you know the quote, like, who benefits, right? Who benefits the most from that? And I think it's the same. The answer to that is the same answer Kelly answered earlier about a different question. And now, don't get me wrong. I'm not anti Izzy L. I am very skeptical of their intelligence forces. You know what I mean? Um, I'm very skeptical of Mo. Of the Saab family. And I think this is the work of them. It's just you got to look who benefits. And would it make any sense for them to do this? No, it doesn't. Now, if they all of a sudden, when we got there, they just continued doing it and it just looked like they were looking for a war, then yeah, all right, they did it. Or if Syria has been doing this nonstop since we bombed them, then yeah, all right, they probably did it. But neither of those are true. They only started doing it when, we were either about to be on our way, or already there. So who benefits? Now, if somebody was to say, hey, well, maybe it's the U.S. that is kind of creating these, the CIA and all, they're creating these problems. That's a possibility as well. However, I think I find more credence in the Israel. I didn't mean to say the word. But anyways, I said the word. You guys got it. All right. So that's what I'm worried about, is that we are being played. But I do believe Trump is very smart, and he knows what's going on. although he's extremely pro Izzy. I don't think he's gonna let Americans. I don't think he's gonna let us be duped. You know what I mean? If they're like duping us, I don't think he's for it. Unless he's in on it. Unless that's part of the plan. Because right now, this country, they basically got an idea. Huh? Wow, there might be a war, and they kind of tested the waters, and the public basically had a resounding answer, and that was no more war. Like you said, you got us out of Iraq, you got us, you're getting us out of Afghanistan. No more wars. Unless we're defending ourselves, or like we really have to defend a key ally. Just no more wars. And I think that part really have to defend a key ally, maybe the most key ally, is what is potentially driving the drums of war that come before the bloodshed. It's just, I just want people to have their eyes open, and when they read stories, you can tell by the tone, what propaganda they're trying to use on you. They're trying to make you, it's all about controlling our minds. Just even just a simple news article. If it's written by one side, it's this, written by another side, it's this. Even if they're on the same side, they'll have totally different versions. You have to be careful with the news articles. But this is very alarming to me. I'm gonna be honest. And they say that after now Gog, which is Russia, they destroy Damascus in a day and all that stuff, and which was done. All the country, everything's lining up. Not only the way Izzy wants it, but biblically. So I shouldn't say too much bad about Izzy, but all I'm saying is that I think that they're the ones behind all of these events, these FFs. All right? And you know why they call them FFs, where that came from? Well, back in the day, like pirate ships, for instance, right? What's the England? The King of England marries the Princess of France. Now they're allies, and they used to be enemies. Well, the pirates don't like that because that makes them too powerful for a fleet, and it endangers them as pirates. So what do? They have a French flag or a British flag. They take down their Skull and Bones, or although if you actually like read about them, they didn't actually have like that Skull and Bones thing. It was actually different. Each pirate ship had its own little like cool thing. They would be like black, but they'd be different. Everyone pictures just the Skull and Bones. That's not how it was. They all had something different. But they were supposed to strike fear in the enemy. But in this situation, they weren't trying to strike fear. They were trying to strike dissent in the enemy. And a lot of times they were successful. So let's say they see a French ship, raise the Britain flag. They raise up that Great Britain, the great, well, now United Kingdom, but then Great Britain, they rise up that flag and attack the French ship and overwhelm it. And they leave some people alive, and they swim to shore, or they get on a small boat, and they go and they say the British, they agreed to this treaty and the marriage, and they have our princess, and they attacked our ship. And they didn't have the technology we have today, and all of a sudden now that kind of caused dissent. Even if the French, let's say the king and the generals, they're like, maybe it was a pirate doing an FF. Even if they think that, now in the back of their head, no matter what, they have that little bit of, can I trust these guys? So that's how the FF started, by the way. Just a little history lesson. So, but it's a pretty good analogy. I mean, you do it as under a different name, and the reason you do it is to create dissent, um, and it puts the U.S. in a very tough position. I mean, we told them once, no biochemical anything, no weapons that are unconventional warfare weapons. And as soon as we ever carry a strike force, they use it out of nowhere. So the first time we responded with bombing some key military installations. What do we do the second time? And not only that, how do we deal with Iran? We got this huge deal with the Saudis we want to get through for billions and billions and billions of dollars. We are selling them all these arms. And that might actually help us as well because then maybe they could kind of, fight back. Hey, their ship gets attacked, well, they can fight back. They'll have the weaponry to fight back. Um, it's just all very, very interesting to me, but not interesting in the way, I find, a mysterious woman walking by, beautiful, interesting. No, interesting in the way a scary movie makes you feel. Um, so I'm wondering what you guys have to think about this. Let's see. So let's see. All right, we got a lot of movement in the chat. Um, yeah, that Madonna thing, Calakibo. I know, I saw that. That was disgusting. Yeah, she's not just leftist though. She's like, she doesn't even consider herself American. Like, it's crazy. Screw her though. I mean, I guess she was before my time. I mean, not before my time. I was born in '84, but like, I don't know. I don't have any like attachment like some people might. Um, and I don't think it's so much keeping us scared, but if you mean us by the military, then yes. And scared, no, but keeping, basically we just fight people's wars for them. But under Trump, hopefully he sees through that type of stuff. So I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? What do you guys think is the bottom line with this situation? Let me see what I got. All right, what's the about Grand Supreme had an emergency announcement and then he lost his life. Huh. Dude, send me a clam platter from the Red Wing on RC1. Have not had one in over 20 years. No any real lobster alone. You're in salmon country. So, Sailor Spirit. So, where do you live? Well, you said salmon country, so I got an idea. But, oh my God. I had some fried clams and lobster rolls the other night from like the best place in Boston. It's the most famous one. So actually, I think there's a better place in Gloucester where they filmed The Perfect Storm. If you guys know that movie, I'm gonna go there. That's actually my favorite beaches there too. Um, where they filmed The Perfect Storm. Mark Wahlberg and all that. George Clooney. You guys know that movie. But the second best, but the most famous. I went there. Oh, that lobster roll. Oh, and then the fried, so good. I'm sorry if I'm making you hungry, but I'm making myself hungry. New England is the best place for food in the summer. I really believe that. Although Maryland is right there with them, because Maryland has a certain type of crab. People come from all over the world. Saudi princes, leaders of other countries, they come just to have that crab. I used to always go to Aberdeen, Maryland during crab season. And this was, while we were working, we we'd be doing my father's moving company. We grab like 8 jobs from Boston down to Florida, and then there'd be like 5 jobs on the way back. So it's like, you put the first job in the back of the truck, so on, so on. Then you pick up and whatever. We always stop in Aberdeen if it was that time of the year because the crab cakes, the crab, oh, it's amazing in Aberdeen. I think they're blue crabs or king crabs or no, no, no. Alaska has the king crab. Whatever the crab is, it's the most tasty crab. It's from the Chesapeake Bay in Maryland. All right, so back to what we were talking about. Where I want to hear theories. What do you guys think? WA state now. I don't get it. Hopefully Trump will take the. Yeah, I agree, Joe Shields. Hey, Joe Shields from Boston. I've seen you around. How you doing, buddy? Where in Boston are you from? Raja. Every yuck seafood is gross. You don't like seafood? Well, I don't know if you ever had this type of seafood. I'm talking fresh out of the water. And I used to think seafood was gross too, though. But you grow into it. Once I became a sailor, you grow into it. When I joined the Navy, I grew into seafood. And then I realized I was lucky to live where I live. Like Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Oh, some of the best food. Um, he used to live in Maryland. Yeah, blue crab. Yep, that's what it is. Blue crab. It's only a certain time of year, and they're world renowned. So I would say, like Maryland, and if you know Aberdeen, that's where we would stop in Aberdeen, and then we go and we get crab cake and this and that. Oh, we love the blue crab. Is the best food. Period. Well, I mean, in the winter months, what do we got? We have like great sub shops, great delis. That's true, but so does New York, so does Chicago. What separates us is the summer, because we have all that seafood. The lobster comes from here. Everything. Lobster and butter, kid. Lobster and butter, Joe. Where you from, Joe? We're in Boston. Me, I grew up just not. I was born in Cambridge, but then grew up like Somerville, Charlestown line, and then went to high school in Medford. And when I lived there, I lived right on the Malden Everett line. So all those cities are all my stomping grounds. Everybody knows me around there, of a certain age. Let's see. I think we won't have war till next year to affect the election. And I totally agree with that, West Virginia Prepared Mind. I do agree with that. But the enemy knows that too. So maybe they really did do it because they know that we don't want to have a full out war. We're only sending 1,500 troops. That's a very good point, West Virginia, because but then again, there's never been a president that was at war and replaced in the middle of the war, unless he died like Roosevelt or was something happened to him. Unless that's the only way. It's too loud, man. So, yeah, but then but sometimes war does bring people together. But I agree, West Virginia. I don't think in this situation war, after all his talks of no more wars, to all of a sudden enter a war right before the election, it would not be a good political move. And the enemy knows that too. Toxic, no, you grow out of it. You grow out of it. Oh, so you used to like it, and now you don't, Kelly? You love seafood too, West Virginia Pyramid? What's up, bro? Dorchester. Oh, wow. Nice. Have you been there lately or are you still there? It's changed a little bit. Trust me. I go back to my old neighborhood. It's like I could be a doctor and not afford to live here. They've gentrified and yuppified all of the Boston old neighborhoods. You know, it's unbelievable. It's like what's left? There's nothing left. Nothing left. The closest thing left is like Everett. You know? But that's Boston talk. Anyways, Badger Report. You still wanting to come on the show? Yes, I thought yes. When I say something that I know that I don't blame you for asking. But I know a lot of people are flaky and stuff. But when I say something, it's that's what it is. I will be on your show at 8. All right. I just need to know how long. Did we go over that last night? How long? Like a good solid half hour. I can give you a good solid half hour. Because I got a bunch of stuff tonight too that I'm preparing. Maybe a little longer, but a half hour. Is that good, Badger Report? Let's see. Along this vein is the story True News broke yesterday and today about Israel bombing the USS Liberty in the 60s. Well, he didn't break that story. I mean, I like True News, by the way. I do. I really do. I was subscribed to True News when he was like just started his channel. He had like less subscribers than I do now. I mean, I don't have much. He had less than 1,000, and I subscribed to him. This is when I was like really heavy into the queue, and I enjoy his work, and he actually does do some investigating, and I can appreciate that. But as far as him breaking the story that that Izzy's were the ones about the USS Liberty, that's been common knowledge for a while. I'm making mean crab cake. Ooh, I gotta come to West Virginia sometime. Never thought I'd say that before.
I had to go like 10 minutes ago. She's out there by herself.
All right, just give me 1 second. And where are you going?
To find my shoes.
When are you leaving?
Now. I was supposed to leave like 10 minutes ago.
When are you gonna be back?
7:30-ish.
I thought you said it was gonna be wicked quick. Is it gonna be quick? All right, because Olivia, all right.
I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing?
All right, sorry about that, guys, but family. I need to make sure my baby is gonna have a babysitter because I'm going out tonight to watch the game. All right, so
No, it's gonna be my mother. That would make this.
let me see what Scott said. You're right, Kizzy. I do always forget this. I like crappy. I make homemade. This isn't good. Video, but I just want to see what you guys say because you guys are what matter. The people who come, on my stream, and I'm eating fried chicken. Well, fried chicken is a little different, but fried chicken's still delicious. But I'm telling you, lobster rolls, fried clam strips. Whether you like the belly, some people don't like the belly. Me, believe it or not, I used to like the bellies, but now I just,
I have to call these people and tell them that they can't eat.
Huh?
What is she gonna do? What is she doing?
No, I got it.
Trust me, she's gonna be anything.
All right, so even days there with 3 other survivors. Even 2%. What was that past name there with 3 other survivors? Wow. No, I don't. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so Iran does have a lot of the gold of the U.S. with that. Yeah, that's true. Iran did get a bunch of gold. Let's see. So, I'm not sure things. I'm gonna get to the bottom here. Oceans Fall. I'm working right now. How you doing, Drop? Let's see. I'm already out of work. Um, that's why as soon as I got home, I had to do this. But now she was babysitting. Now she's late. Anyways, all right. So basically, it seems like everybody kind of agrees, but not exactly. It's not exactly like a resounding agreement. I don't see people like, yes, that's definitely what's going on. It sounds. You find him? Huh?
Yeah. Right next to where you're sitting.
All right. What time?
When I get back, I don't think.
7:30. All right. So sorry about that, but I kind of took my way. I kind of took my time coming home because I'm a single dad, and plus I got a bunch of shit done before work because I didn't sleep last night, as some of you may have not either. A bunch of you guys up with me all night last night. I never went to sleep. There's no point in sleeping when you're up when it's 6:30 in the morning. So I never went to sleep. Took care of some stuff, worked, and then she's mad, and she has every right to be right now. I kind of left her way longer with the baby than she was supposed to be. But you know what? With the baby all day, every day, like it's your daughter too. Fucking ugh. It's so crazy. It's like just to be personal, guys. Like, oh, I really did like love this woman at one point, like more than any other woman. But like, yeah. So, anyways, it's just sometimes, yeah. Well, you guys are up all night with me, so I was up all night doing that. But no, bro. All I did, it's not about that. I just I got a lot done today. You know what I mean? Because I didn't wake up and get groggy. I just got up and I got so much done that I've been putting off. But that ended up making me late getting home from work. So she ended up, now she's late for what she has to do. But whatever, What, she babysits her own daughter. Like, big deal. Like, it's her daughter too. It's like I'm the mom. Even though I work and pay the bills and do everything else too. I do the man's job and the woman's job, and she bitches because I'm a few hours late. You know what I mean? Like, we're not together. Like, so you can't bitch like that. But anyway, I'm not gonna get into personal stuff. I'm gonna start losing viewers. But guys, please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Hit the like button. And also, if any of you guys, like I said, I'm trying to do bigger things. I've not, I'm not about money. You know what I mean? You don't see super chat. You don't see all that stuff. But I've been posting my PayPal link. If anybody wants to help out at all, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get a camera, like a nice camera. Now, I'm not like most people. They probably use all the donations, for the camera, and then they have a bunch left over. No, I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for just like a tiny bit. I already have like 60% of the money for the camera myself out of my own pocket from working. I'm just trying to get a camera. So, if anybody is able to spare any amount of money, $3, $2, whatever it is, anything you could do, the PayPal link is the best link. I'll post it in the comments after the video, but basically it's in the description of every other video. So, but that's only if you can. If you can't, please don't. If you can't afford it, don't donate. Only if you can afford to, part with the money. I just really want that camera. It would change everything. It would look so different. Yeah, yeah. When I get tired, my accent gets thicker. When I get like angry, like if you watched yesterday when I was flipping out on that guy last night, my accent gets thicker. Yeah. That goes for anybody with like thick accents. Tired, angry, excited. The accent's even thicker. But believe it or not, even in Boston, I'm considered an extremely thick accent. Seriously, yeah. At the radio station, that was one of the things that got me in. They were like, "Wow, now that's a real Boston accent." Because Boston's full of people who aren't really from here. All the real Bostonians are either dead from all the drugs, it's like they wiped us out, or they moved to California, New Hampshire. Um, that's the sadness of it. I'm sure Joe will tell you. Joe's in here. He'll tell you the same thing. Yep. When people get drunk, their accents get thicker. When people get high, like fucked up, their accents get thicker. Like not high like on certain I would say like high like like pills or something. You know what I mean? Like or like a painkiller. Their accent will get thicker. Um, what else? Oh, and there was some comment on the video yesterday that something about like heroin. I'm like, what? What the hell? Where does that come from? Like, if I was a heroin addict, I think you guys would know it by now. You know what I mean? Like, that's just so. It's been over 5 years since I've even touched any drug besides marijuana and what? I have taken a Xanax a couple times. But only a couple times in 5 years. But really, just marijuana. That's it. And he was commenting on a video. If you guys remember the video where I was like, I had just, and I said it, I was like, I just smoked a joint, and my eyes were like this. I'm like, and then it's like obviously like weed high. You know what I mean? People are just, I don't know. So, oh yeah, well it was on the video where I was wicked chinky eyed when I smoked weed. The one it's like a few videos ago. I even watched it afterwards. After I was like, oh my god, I didn't realize how high I looked. I was so chink eyed. I was like blinded. All right, now back to the subject. All right. I want you guys to put it number one if you think that this is legit. That you know that Iran really did attack these tankers. They're showing aggression. That Assad really did, use these weapons on the last stronghold against him in Syria, which is very possible. It's very possible. I mean, that is if you ask 1,000 normal people, 90% of them will say that's the case. So hit one if you think it's that. Hit two if you think it's Izzy on both fronts, or at least like behind the scenes, whatever, making it happen on both fronts. Or three, do you think it's actually us, our intelligence services, that are, FFing it up in order to F them up, if you get what I'm saying? So, one, it's as reported. Two, Izzy. Three, America. Because don't sleep on America. We've done a lot. We've done a lot of, I mean, it was needed a lot of times, So we're gonna see. Let's see what we get. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna give you guys some time. I'm gonna give you guys a minute to answer. A 5, we got a 2, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 2. Another 2. Scott, very witty. That's funny. And some truth, a lot of truth to it. Is there a difference? But yes, of course there's a difference. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a difference between 2 and 3 for sure. 2, it would be, just them doing that, and 3, it would be our intelligence services. So you could, for you, who feels like that, it would be, was it Mossad or was it CIA? That would be your. And then you could say, is there really a difference between Mossad and CIA? We can go all day with that, And you wouldn't exactly be wrong, but at least give an answer. What do you think? Which one do you think is more responsible? Even if it's both, which one's more responsible? If you think that. Because it could just be as reported, you know? I mean, they do things like this, these countries. That's what they do. Iran, this wouldn't be the first and this wouldn't be the last time stuff like this happens with them. All right, so 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. Well, 4, the media didn't go and do it. So, yeah, the media hypes it up. But, so there's no 4 because that would mean that the media actually went and did it. Now, if you want to say, you can make 4 that it didn't happen and the media is lying and saying it happened. All right, that's 4. If you want to put 4, that means that it didn't happen, but the media is saying it happened to kind of make us. It's like it's not enough for the American people to say let's go to war, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. I'll tell you that. So I'll allow 4, but not for the reasons you put. For the reasons I just said, I think would be more logical. See, a 3 or a 4. It's either 3 or 4 because 4 I would say would be, like I just said, the media is covering it up, or not covering it up. They're blowing it up, and it didn't happen, but they're blowing it up and it's fake. So that would be 4. Of course, if the Americans did it, the media is going to help. I mean, that's a given. That's a given. Propaganda, if you guys don't know, in 2013, they passed this, 2012, something like that. They passed the Smith-Mundt Act. The Mundt spelled M-U. N as in November, DT, the Smith-Mundt Act. And that made it, before 2013, propaganda was illegal. You couldn't use propaganda on American people. Well, ever since that passed, under Obama, of course, and not only under Obama, Lynch, Clapper, Brennan, all the people who are turning on each other to not go to jail, I just don't know why Trump hasn't reversed that Smith-Mundt Act and made it so that propaganda is illegal. It would actually help him, but I think he has a big plan, and after the D-class and people start going to jail, then I think that he's going to reverse the Smith-Mundt Act. He has to. There's no way that we can continue being a free country and being the country that we portray ourselves to be if the media is not only allowed but encouraged to use propaganda. There's no way we can be the country that we want to be. Okay, so I'm going to start counting them up. No 3 or 4. All right, you go with 3. All right, so I'm going to count them up real quick. I can already guess what probably 1. All right, so 2, 1, Does someone want to count them up for me? I'll count them up with you, but just to have like a second person so I don't mess up. Any volunteers? Count it up with me. Maybe one of the mods. Huh? That's a very good point, West Virginia. That is true. And to add to that, this is like kind of like a little bit different, but I say it all the time. I even said it on my Fubo show. As soon as they shut the Strait of Hormuz, war is happening right then and there. The war starts right at that moment. All right. So Tabby's gonna help me count. All right. We got two, one, two. Three. I got 7 2s. So I got 7 2s, 4 3s, and one. So only one person believes the story the media put out. That tells you something. That's a problem. That's why they need to repeal the Smith-Mundt Act. The Smith-Mundt Act basically, we used to have something that said propaganda is illegal in the U.S. Like we're not Russia. You know what I mean? Like we don't do propaganda. We allow journalists to investigate things. They are an important function in what makes America, which I agree with. Um, and Obama and his, group of goons decided it was a good idea to. It's gonna be dark for a second, guys. And Obama decides. Sorry, I'm still here. Obama decides in 2013 that you know what? No, I think propaganda is a good idea. Propaganda would be great for this country. I just don't know how that passed. I mean, I don't know what. I mean, he is a silver-tongued devil. Like, I mean, he can talk. He can talk white off a white paint off a wall. Like, I don't know. So somehow he got that done. It must have been when. It definitely wasn't when the Republicans held the House. Um, But maybe he passed it, right? Well, no, 2013, they did hold the House. So I'm very confused how that happened. I'm right here. All right, so, anyways, so it looks like, yeah, 4 3s. And oh, you got 8 2. I got 7 2s. But it's all good. Oh, you got two number ones? I only saw one number one. Yeah. Well, the point is, it looks like yeah, some people do. It looks like so there's 2 1, not 1 1. I thought it was only one. Well, it looks like most people, the only two, really think that. So then you have, do the Americans did it? There's a good amount of people, a good amount, 4 or 5 think that, but 7 or 8, all right, basically half of you, of the people who voted, believe that Izzy is for shizzy behind all this stuff that makes me dizzy. So I don't know. It's just I just our intelligence services have to know. I know they know. I was part of the intelligence services, and not just like the regular, like like I don't know. I can't say too much. I don't know. And the thing is, like, in the truth of community, there's so many liars that, like, half of you probably think I'm lying and stuff. It's crazy. But no, I really did do not just military intelligence, but of the highest clearance you can get, unless you're working directly with the president, as far as military intelligence goes. But it's all need to know basis. So don't ask me, oh, what happened to Kennedy? What happened? I wouldn't know that. That has nothing to do with what I did. Now you want to ask me about frequencies, I can't tell you, and about ways to do certain things and equipment. I know the answers, but I'll never say them. I'm not stupid. I have a little girl to take care of. If something happened to me. But yeah, no, it's real. I really did. If you guys like really like, need to see it, I can post some documents to prove it. But I did that on my Fugle. I gave him some documents. I blacked out, my social security and all that, and certain things that were classified as well. And but it do, and you got the gist of it. You got the whole thing. You saw the clearance. You saw my medals. We saw one medal because the other medals weren't there. Um, well, not in this document at least. There's like you can get two different types. You can get a short type and a long type. But it's just different when you're a clearance. Some medals, nobody knows it. Some of the people who've done them. There's this one guy I know. He did something so brave. He was an intelligence officer. He did something so brave. He probably saved, like, the next day, let's say, about 400 people would have died. But because of what would have happened in the end, it would have been more like tens of thousands would have died. And he single-handedly cracked it and then came up with an idea to stop it. And that's not giving away anything. That's not leaking intel. That's a very vague thing. But he got a medal, and only us in the room saw it, and that's it. Even his own family, you can't even tell them he got that medal. That's crazy. So it's very interesting. But anyways, I just wanted to do this stream because as soon as I saw that story, along with everything else we've been following, it stinks. It really stinks, and I'm kind of worried about it. And we're gonna keep a close eye on it. I might go live again soon. But tonight there will be a live call-in show. There will be a live. Sorry, guys. There will be a live call-in show tonight, and if I make it, no, I'm good. One night without sleep, I'm okay. And I might go live again, but this time I'll do it on the laptop. It's just when I saw a story, I just grabbed the phone, had to go live. So thank you for everyone for participating. And I'm not leaving yet. One last thing. Any questions, concerns, gripes, anything you want to say? Get some sleep? How? I'm gonna be alone with the baby. I can't get some sleep. How would I do it? No, it's all right. I can go one night without sleep. It's when I go more than one night without sleep that I start getting in trouble. Okay, Kizzy. I'll be waiting for you. All right. You take care too, Charles. Charles, I'd love for you to call in sometime. Don't you have a channel, Charles? I use Hangouts sometimes, but I prefer OBS Streamlabs. There's just a lot more you can do. Although like Google Hangouts is pretty simple. It's like, you can just, you show your screen or you show yourself. Can you use what was it? Oh yeah, Hangouts. You can't use it on a mobile, right? Like I can't show my screen like this. I can only show myself. Yeah, Charles Harding. Come on, promote your channel, and I know that people would love to, check it out. I'm sure it's great. And by the way, I'm always open. Like for instance, Badger, he's having me on as a guest at 8 o'clock tonight, so I'm gonna honor that. I'll be there. What's Scott say? West Virginia prepared mine, so smart. Let me see what she said. Look at the left hand so you don't look at the right hand. Yep, that's exactly what happens. And you know what? This might be nothing. Maybe someone threw like a little like friggin' smoke bomb that has some kind of like gas in it that they shouldn't have. Although there were a lot of casualties, but now everyone's looking at this, but really the real deal is going on somewhere else. Maybe also begins with an I or a V or the border. You never know. It's very true. Look at the left hand while the right hand does all the work. And 99% of people are looking at the wrong hand. Maybe even us. Maybe even us. If they didn't want us to know this stuff, trust me, they can make it so we didn't. Oh, you don't have a channel? I thought you had a channel, Charles. Oh. I don't know why I thought that. I'm gonna send you pics. I call it yeah, do that, Cricket. Send the what's it called? Yeah, because then that way, kind of like Fugle does, like I can like whatever you're talking about, there'll be something to reference. So that sounds like a good idea. So I'm gonna put my phone number in chat. Anybody who plans on, basically, let me see. So glad you. Yeah. Of course I'm back. Wait, Brandon McGee, why don't you have your wrench? You were supposed to be a moderator. Did you say you didn't want to be one? I deleted your message. I didn't mean to do that. So do you want to be a moderator or not? Because I really appreciate what you did for me, how you kind of like, checked up on me. You know what I mean? I don't forget stuff like that. So Brandy, write something. So you want to be a moderator, yes or no? And then the only person I have left is Liberhound. But trust me, like over time it whittles down and Well look what you got, a wrench next to your name, you notice? So alright, so I just gotta find Liberhound. I'll just find somewhere where he left a comment. West Virginia prepared mine. if you could maybe ask him when he gets home from work or whatever he's doing, if he could like comment on the video, and if he does that, then I'll be able to add him as a moderator. I'll probably be able to do it even without him doing that, but it's just easier for me that way. Um, oh, there you are. All right, I didn't see you, LeBron. Okay. All right. No. I just saw him. Yeah, thank you. But just so you guys know, the two top ones, like if it's something that you're not sure about, like the number one is Kelly. She is my number one. Um, she's been with me through a lot, and she's stuck with me and proved her loyalty to me over and over and over again, along with West Virginia Prepared Mind. So those are the two. They're kind of like if there was a chain of command, it would just basically be a very simple one. It would be, of course I'm making the videos, but then under me it's them two, and then the mods under them. And then you guys might even end up, I bet over time you guys will form some type of hierarchy. It's just natural, it's human nature. But nobody can go above Kelly and West Virginia. Unless something unforeseeable and horrible happens. That would totally surprise me. And I know that won't happen with those two. But I'm telling you, I had a bunch of mods before, and two in particular turned on me. They went and started trouble, and ended up being a misunderstanding. But you know me, I'm not backing down. And they got somebody to get all angry and say something stupid to me. And I got angry, and I as somebody who used to do intelligence, I enjoy, like collecting intelligence and collecting information. And I have a lot of information on the person. So, um, you know, but it was all started by two of my mods. It was unbelievable. And I didn't like doing that because I actually really like the guy. I do. Don't get me wrong. There's certain things I wish were, but everyone's different. You're never gonna agree with someone 100%. So, and he does an amazing job with his production value. Um, like I said, I'm still in college for this stuff, but I haven't even, I've been doing like all like live chats. Um, I'm gonna start doing again. I'm like actual like making a video. My Notre Dame video, it got half done, and I felt like at that point like it wasn't even like a hot topic anymore. But I feel like finishing that one. But I have another one that I'm working on. It's just I put too much work into them, and it's like all the cool like transitions and the music in the background and the like like cool angles of things, and I don't know. With OBS Streamlabs you can do a lot. Um, I'd like to kind of make my live chat better. Not like Fugle, because I'm not gonna bite someone's style, but make it my own style, and do it that way, instead of just me with a live stream. So there's gonna be some changes, but the big one is the camera. Um, Once you have the camera I want, and I already have most of the money. If it was Black Friday, I could afford it right now. It'd probably be on sale where I can get it now. I'm just this close. So if anybody wants to help, like I said, I'm gonna post the PayPal link in the comments, but you can find it in any of my videos in the description. If anybody has the PayPal link, if they want to post it, but yeah. So if anyone wants to help, but like I said, if only if you can. Like this is the first time ever I've even mentioned money, as far as like me getting money, ever, because I'm just not about that. But if it's gonna help the show, I'm for it. Let's see what we got going on. Chat. A camera of what kind? It's the ones that like do you know the one like it pixelates, zooms, and it's like perfect. Like your face is like perfect. Like it's like if you look at my Fugal's camera, it does it. Patriot Soapbox got one. I think Jonathan Kleck has one. I really want one of those cameras for streaming. It's just such high quality. It looks so much better. It doesn't even matter what they're saying. It just looks great, and it's like it focuses in on the face or whatever is the, focal point, and it's amazing. So yeah, that one. Yes, digital. Yeah, the one that like my Fugo has. You know what I'm talking about? You guys don't notice like sometimes like it doesn't like his face like blurs a little bit, and then all of a sudden like it focuses and it's like and it's like he's right there. I want to get one of those cameras, and so I'm 60% of the way there. Um, Unless I can find it for cheaper somewhere. Or maybe there's a YouTuber who doesn't need it anymore. But I don't really know that many YouTubers. Um, I don't know. If anybody knew a YouTuber who was willing to like get rid of it, um, you know, donate or sell it real cheap, I would help them out. You know, I would do something for you. I'd toss you guys something if you guys know any YouTubers that, because that's what happens. A lot of YouTubers they blow up and they get shut down, or they don't blow up and they got all this great equipment and they'd rather the money or at least something for it, or they pass it on. Like my Fugle, he said like he started off. Oh, and the other thing I wanted was a mic. I do have a microphone, but it's not like a microphone like this that you hold. It's like a microphone that you attach to the laptop, and it's very low quality. It was $8, but I used to use it all the time, but now I realize there's no difference, and sometimes it makes a problem with audio. Um, Let me see. Let me see. What do you mean, Tabby, or for on here? Um, but yeah, I do think I hold the card. Yeah, I hold the card in it. Yeah, it's the one that has that it like focuses like crazy. Yeah, the digital, the disinfo police. I gotta see it. I gotta see it. Hold on, where's Kizzy? Yeah, yeah, that drama was stupid. Yeah, stupid. I don't see the disinfo police. Can you mail me stuff? Yes. Yes. I can be mail stuff. Why? Why would you have to mail me anything? If you want, why? Well, actually, you know what? Don't tell me. Why? You want to mail me something? Yeah. You know what? I'll put the address right now. Wait, I don't even think I can. Can I type? I don't think I can. You know what I'll do? Hold on. Wow, it won't let me type. You know, I'll just I'll put my. I don't want to put my address. How about this? If you want my address, just you guys know my email. My emails. You know, the red pill news, and then no dispensary. You don't put that. The red pill news at gmail.com. I'm sorry, at yahoo.com. Let's do this again. These are my two emails. For regular stuff, it's the red pill news at yahoo.com. For more sensitive stuff, the red pill news at proton.mail. So if you just write me an email and I can write you back my address, because I just don't want to put it out in the live stream. That would be very stupid. It might even be stupid of me to actually send it to you. But then again, it's okay because I kind of have a plan. It won't exactly come straight to my house. It'll just go to my cousin's, which is right down the street. Let's see. And not that I don't trust you, but like, you never know. Anything could happen, you know? Especially when I just made all these new mods. But there's a reason the people who are mods are mods. They're good people. Yeah, I'm not going to post my address, no. She has a camera? No, that's too much. That's too... Tabby. Really? Are you sure? See, the thing is, like, I have to be like gracious. Like, if someone like makes some, thank you so much. That would be amazing. Now, when you say camera, it's like a video camera or like a snap camera. Both would be beneficial, but I'm just curious which one. Wow, Tabby. Yeah, Scott. When I said the thing, that's exactly what it was. Yep. Thank you, Scott. We're on Scott. Me and you are like on the same page a lot. Like I'll be thinking something. I'll be like, "Yeah, that's great," and what you said is exactly I'm gonna have to give. I really appreciate it, Tabby. Wow. Wow. Yeah, and I can give Twitter as well. And as far as Proton Mail, it's just the same thing as Gmail or Yahoo. It's just when you send the email, it's supposedly encrypted. So you know what I mean? Like someone would have to like break the code to read like an email. Like so, Proton Mail is safer. Um, so it's encrypted. But my Twitter handle is the Red Pill News Dispenser, not the dispensary, the Red Pill News Dispenser. All right, so not a dispensary like a weed shop, but like the Red Pill News Dispenser, like the person who is dispensing the red pills. So Red Pill News Dispenser instead of Red Pill News Dispensary. That's my Twitter. And I mean, you could look at any of my videos and just look in the description. Half of them have everything. Or during the video, sometimes I'll put it up. All the red, you can see it. That's amazing, Tabby. I really appreciate it. What was that? Please, what? Well, Tabby, the best way for us to get in touch is why don't you text this phone? How about that? I think that makes the most sense. Just text this phone. Yeah, if anyone wants to help with stuff like that, that and the mic, yeah, I don't know, like, so thank you so much, Tabby. But if you guys want, if anybody guys, can't do it, if you don't have the money, don't. Trust me. Like, I don't. It's not that big a deal. But like in Tabby's situation, like she's willing to do it because she's not using it, and she wants to see it be used on the channel. That's great. But if either the PayPal or what's even better is like equipment, because I'm just gonna use the money for equipment anyway. So I mean, I got a job and everything. I can pay my bills. Basically, there's only so much a man needs. You know what I mean? Um, and I know it sounds like BS, but I'm actually, I actually really do live like that. There's only so much a man needs. I'm not like high maintenance and all that. Yeah, it'll help the show, exactly. That's the whole point. I'm more into the equipment. So what time are you shooting for tonight? Okay, so 8 o'clock, I'm gonna be on Badger's channel for a half hour. And then for tonight, tonight is I'll be shooting for probably a little bit 10:45, I'd say. 10:45, 11. Let's say 11. Between the 10:45 and 11, I'm shooting for tonight. Well, this is my show, but um, this is right now. I'm just kind of talking with some of my more loyal subscribers, Jared. So please feel free to sub. Just go to the Red Pill Dispensary at the bottom of the video, and but when you sub, when you hit subscribe, make sure you hit the bell. Badger, he's in here. The Badger Report. Yes. And that's another thing. Guys, like if you guys in other places, feel free to promote the channel. We want to get this truth out to as much people as possible. There's not that many truthers with a background like mine. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of truthers who are extremely intelligent and kind of, know which way the wind's blowing. But to have the background, there's certain things that I can bring to the table that, I'm hoping this channel gets bigger. And it's only going to get bigger through effort. And that's why I've been saving all this money. So if she sends me a camera, then I don't have to, and it actually does what what I'm hoping for it to do. Have that like real like focused look. Then I can use the money I've been saving on something else. So that'd be great. What's the question? The Badger Report and then question marks? I don't get it. Who is Badger? Yes, the Badger Report. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. And in situations like that, West Virginia, just let me know stuff like that. Like what's tonight? Actually, I think there's a show I like tonight. Is SEAL Team on tonight? Shows like that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'll start at 11 because that show's on at 10. Eastern time. So we'll shoot for 11. And anyone who wants to check out Badger Report, I highly recommend it. I watched a couple of your videos today, knowing I'm going to be on, just to get a feel for how it's like. Yeah, 8 o'clock, I'll be on his show. Yeah, YouTube's dying, but I'm gonna start a D Live as well just to be safe. Um, and you know what? It's dying in a way, but it doesn't matter. There's still people that are putting out truth. They're just taking out some big channels right now. Um, but then again, there's other channels that are thriving. So CST. Oh, so Central Standard Time. Who is? Yeah, he's CST, but he's doing it 8 Eastern Time for me. Because when he said 8 Central Time, I'm like, well, 9, that's not really the greatest time for me. Because that's when she goes to bed. So, she goes to bed like 8:30, like 9. You know what I mean? So, that's not the best time for me. But 8 Eastern Time's good. So it'll be, you know, 7 his time. So yeah, so to end, guys, please, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button so that this information gets out there. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We have some big projects in the works. Um, Obviously, things around the globe are heating up, and we don't just talk about this type of stuff. This is a wide range. We're trying to get Anthony Patch on still. I wrote him an email again today. Um, I mean, he's my friend. It's not like I'm bothering. We're friends. It's just he's a very busy man, and but he's gonna be on eventually, and we're gonna go over the tetrahedral electric universe, which is what I think the best theory for the universe that's been put forth, in my opinion. It just matches in many ways, scientifically as well as biblically. So it's very interesting. Let's see what else. We can go live earlier than that if you want. Um, I don't even know what time it is right now. Um, but you know what? Actually, do you want to do 7:30 Eastern Time, Badger Report? That would actually really like help me. No, I just want to do you a solid. And if anybody wants to do me a solid, I don't do the super chat now, but if you want to do PayPal or Venmo, I have Venmo. It just seems like a lot of people don't have Venmo. I'm surprised. With Venmo, like you don't PayPal's a huge account. Like super chat takes a bunch of money. Venmo, literally, like what you send is what they get. You don't lose money. You don't. I think it's like 1%. So it's like nothing, nothing at all. Um, yeah, Venmo is the best way. I'll post my Venmo account as well. Um, so just in case anybody wants to, yeah, just in case anybody wants to, help out at all, I'll put Venmo and PayPal. And if you can't help out, that's fine. Then there's situations like Tabby, which is amazing. I can't even believe it. Like, I'm like shocked about that. Like, yeah, so, I can send, if it's a situation like that, just contact me personally. And in your case, Tabby, you're going to, it's 6:52? Okay, okay. Um, so, Tabby, just send me a text to this number. And you guys know the number, 774-303-5555. just send a text to this number. That would be the best way. Or you can email one of the two emails. But I appreciate the support, guys. I really do. It means a lot to me right now. Um, I never complain, so I'm just gonna say it in very short term. Things have been tough lately, um, in a lot of different ways. Obviously, you guys can kind of tell. Being single dad now, and it's just overwhelming. And doing this really does make me happy. Otherwise, I wouldn't stay up all night and not sleep and stay up until what time? When did we finally sign off last night? Like 6 in the morning, 6:30 in the morning. It's crazy, but I love it. I love it. Um, and then at the radio station today, they were like, "Damn!" I told them I couldn't sleep and all that, and you know, I told them there was all kinds of noise upstairs, which was a half truth because there was. There was all kinds of noise upstairs. It was like they're having a party, like all night. Um, all right, I'm gonna read the last few messages here. So 1930. Yeah. Um, yeah, that works. Yes. Yeah. 1930 works. Or 7:30 p.m. if you don't understand. Yeah. I'm gonna do it on the board. I'm about to go check out the Rio Grande, see if I see any illegals. Hey, my mind ain't blind. How you doing? Oh, so I didn't know you. So you subscribed or you just see the video? Yes. Thank you so much, Tabby. Was it in my mind? Yeah, right. My mind ain't blind here. That's awesome. Um. So yeah. So like I said, Scott Rogers. Hopefully I'll see you tonight at the call-in show. But you never know. I might even drop another video if there's anything worthy of it. Um, so if you guys want to see the Badger Report with me on it, it'll be at 19:30, 7:30 p.m. Suzanne Welch, hello. Um, all right, so I'm gonna let you guys talk amongst yourselves. Okay, so let me go over a few things. So I went over. I'm gonna post my Venmo, my PayPal. If anybody wants to help in any way, that's appreciated more than you know. But only do it if you can afford to, part with the $5 or $3 or whatever it is. Whatever you decide to do. Also, um, make sure that I don't know who that was who just said make sure that add me on Hangouts. I don't really do the Hangouts. I do OBS. Um, Also, Tabby, just text the phone number 774-303-5555. Because I can't put my address out over the internet. And I'm gonna be careful how I do the address thing. And then also, let's see, at 7:30, I'll be on the Badger Report. At 11 o'clock, we'll have the call-in show. And in between that, I might go live depending on what's going on, if there's anything interesting. Okay? So I appreciate all of your support. I love you guys. Thanks for keeping me up all night last night. No, I'm just kidding. I had a great time last night, so it's worth being tired today. I'll sleep like a baby tonight. Um, and sometimes when you're searching for truth and you need a red pill, come to the red pill dispensary and get your Pez. All right, fellas. I'm signing off. So no backchats from that. I wouldn't allow it. Sorry. What's a back chat? Hold on. I was about to sign off, but my number one, Kelly, just said something. What's a back chat? And I don't know what these messages are I'm getting. I don't understand. What's a back chat? Oh, a Google Hangout? I don't even know what that is. That like when you're going live and you use the Hangout? I use OBS streams to stream. Is that what you're talking about? You stream. I know you can, if you do it a different way, you stream on Google Hangouts. I don't even. Forgive me for my ignorance, but I'm not. I don't really do all that type of stuff. Um, by the way, Twitter again, not the Red Pill Dispensary, but Red Pill News Dispenser. Okay, Dispenser. That's my YouTube handle. Follow me, I'll follow you back because I want to be able to follow anybody who is a subscriber. Let's see. So a Google Hangout, yeah. All right, so I'll see you guys. All right. That was for you, Scott. All right, guys. All right. I'll see you, huh? And oh, I almost added a moderator. Who was it? Oh, okay. It's someone new, so I can't. When we have a lot of moderators now, and we'll see how it goes. And yeah, I don't know what Google Hangout is. The only thing I know about Google Hangout is that you can do a stream. Yeah, so so I'm just trying to make this channel better. So any help is appreciated, and let's get off that. Basically, I just want to you guys want to schedule for tonight, and I think that's it. Outside of I love you guys, I think that's it. So you guys have a great time, and you guys know where to find me throughout the night, and I might pop up, somewhere around 9. But don't hold me to it. It just depends. There's another story I was looking at. I don't know if it's worth doing it like that, but maybe I'll just like do more of the same from the laptop. That way I can show you guys a actual like a visual reference. So, all right, I'm really signing off this time, guys. All right, so take care, okay?